come out recently.
Legit wonderful.
Yes.
Enjoy yourself.
Don't enjoy yourselves. You're only allowing these people to just make more of this with this secret Saiyan who's stronger than freaking SS Blue Vegito.
Cool.
And he's just in the shadows and never mentioned and in his secret prison.
Cool. Cool.
This is what we're getting.
Yep. But people recognize it's a fun joke fluff. Who gives it? As opposed to here's Jiren, the greatest villain I've ever seen.
But he is, though.
Cool. Yep. Get in there.
That sounds like a very similar to reaction that you just had about Dragon Ball Heroes, though, so I'm confused.
No. I was talking. DA showed me another Heroes thing, and I'm just like, cool. No, Super is trash.
There's the tenors of BG's cools that you have to like really listen for the subtlety. Cool is like, yeah, he's okay with it. Cool is he's pissed off at it.
We in there. Trunks and Vegeta's fuse. Cool. Get in there.
Jiren?
Yep. No.
Anything Jiren is like, nah. My girl Belle took me straight to the top.
Why am I not surprised, Belle?
They weren't ready for it.
You almost lost to a Ganon.
You don't. That's the story of my life.
You're almost losing to a Ganon?
Almost losing the Ganon. Because if you, no matter who you are, you're always one hit away from almost losing to a Ganon. It's not fair.
Is Ganon really
I'm just imagining, like, just milestone moments of your life, like graduating high school, and you almost failed. It's just your teacher stamping an F on your paper. Doria!
Go to your job interview for your current job, and he's just waiting there behind the door, charging the kick, just waiting.
All right, let me open this door to the workshop. No! Pokemon had another little trailer thing. Showed off some new Dynamax forms, which are like the giant forms. Charizard looks fucking
So dumb.
I'm so
I
tired
hate
of Pokemon.
all of it. How y'all hitting 1,000 with all the humans and the Pokemon are just stinking up the joint. That coffin looks so dumb.
I like Dynamax Charizard. He looks pretty fucking
They
sick.
keep wheeling out Charizard.
And I'm okay with that.
I'm sick of it. Blastoise and Venusaur gets no kind of love. Char is always Charizard, and I'm sick of it.
It's because Charizard, man.
Yeah. Charizard the best.
He's not the best.
He is the best.
Charizard the best.
He's not.
But
He is.
So they showed off a bunch of different Dynamax forms, and they have ones for the Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. And I just love the fact that Let's Go Pikachu's Dynamax form is just original fat Pikachu.
Seriously,
It is
it's
all
amazing.
it is.
Can we talk about Meowths, though?
I hate it. It looks so stupid.
Long cat.
I hate it.
Very long cat.
Yeah.
Like, Pikachu's like, oh, okay, that's a cute callback. Meowth. Wait, guys, what the fuck?
That's the, you know, that was the drugs finally kicking in. Like, they had some good designs, and then, like, at the peak of the creative portion of their high, they made Sirfetch'd, who's amazing. And then then they lost the buzz, and Dynamax Meowth came out of it. Robert Downey Jr.'s Doolittle.
Oh, did you
The
see
accent
the Reddit?
the accent is the thing.
Uh-huh.
See the Reddit stuff.
No.
Wait, what?
The Reddit stuff surrounding Doolittle. There was a dude that was working on a production company, and he just started releasing information. So the director was a piece of that clearly was out of his league and did not know what he was doing and
Oh, great.
micromanaging everything. So they would be shooting for the day, and the people would go, so where are the animals going to be placed? Because we need to know.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Podcast of Stuff, episode 178. You're off a week, and I almost cut off the intro.
You just lose it. It's just like,
Yeah.
I gotta get back in the swing of things. Oh,
It's-
handshaking a little too much. Is that a symptom of corona?
Oh, boy. So, yes, we decided to take last weekend off just because really the only news was COVID. So we're just like, you know what? Let's give it a week. There's some fun games coming out. We can talk about those next week and anything else that pops up. But we can't not talk about this. I'm just going to mention this very briefly in the beginning. For those of you that still aren't, social distance, wash your hands. Just be smart about this. And to the people that are actually on the front lines, the doctors, nurses, everyone in the healthcare industry, and grocery store people, Ralph included. You're awesome. And it as well, very much try and be as safe as you can, obviously. There's only so many precautions you can take, but thank you for everything you guys are doing. And yes, just for those that can, stay the fuck home.
We deal with a fair amount of healthcare people in my line of work, and one of them, the nicest calls that you'll ever get, just the nicest group of nurses that just ever. I've never had a bad call before. Like 2 weeks ago, now they're just all ornery and just cranky. I'm like, oh man, they're just getting beat down. They just were the liveliest, happiest. I'm like, oh, I feel so sad for them.
Yeah, it's beat
So, yeah,
down.
it's some rough stuff.
Physically and emotionally, just because they're having to make some stupid, tough decisions right now. That is not going to be happy for anybody. Yeah, actually, I have this site up right now that gives a pretty recent count of confirmed cases worldwide. And America, we always gotta be number.
USA. USA.
We always gotta be number one, and we are now the number one for confirmed cases of COVID. And that number, I refreshed it at 7, and then I refreshed it about like a quarter till or 10 minutes before this podcast, and that number went up by 1,000. So yeah,
Of course it did.
when I say stay the fuck home, I mean it. Stay the fuck home if you can. Also,
So I had to go out earlier for some headphones for my work because last week we were on like, hey, you know what? Come if it was mandatory, but then people were like, hey, I got dogs, I got kids, I don't want y'all to be listening to that, and then I don't want to get fired because of my loud roommate listening to some booty rock or some bullcrap booty rap shaking butt music. I want to get fired because of that. So like, yeah, I guess that kind of makes sense. You know, come if you want, but we would prefer you to stay home. So I was just like, I'm not in the real. I don't care either way. So I'll go to work. I'll feel more willing to work as opposed to me just going, all right, I just finished up a call. Let me play a couple games of Smash. I'd feel there's no distraction at work. So this week they were just like, no, whatever. We understand that there's going to be noise in the background. Just try to curtail it as much as possible. Don't be sitting there watching The Wire as you're on a call. You know, turn off all TVs. If there's a dog barking, there's nothing you can do about that. You know, put up a sign to roommates or brothers or whatever, and just try to cut that down as much as you can. But we understand that there will be some stuff, and nobody's going to be penalized outside of really, really bad stuff.
And I was looking at this map too. Detroit is kind of a hotbed right now.
Yeah, it's bad. So like I was saying, I was going to CVS to get, because I know the CVS right up by my house is still open. So I needed the headphones for work because I'm like, I tried Bluetooth, but that didn't work. So I was like, okay, I need USB headphones to do this. Just walking up the street, cops just posted right at the corner, like, where you going? Like, to get CVS to get some headphones for my job. He's like, you got some kind of can you prove to me that you need headphones for your job? They were really nice about it. They were like, hey, it was, excuse me, sir, where you going? But and I had to pull up an email like, hey, look, I am still employed at this company. It's an IT job. Here's the email saying stay at home and I need headphones while I work. I'm like, all right, just going to that CVS. You will see me turn around back here 5 minutes. But yeah, they're not playing right about now.
Oh, and they shouldn't be. And this is the kind of the last thing I'll say about this. And there are some people out there that are being stupid. I'm just gonna be blunt about it. They're still going out, still doing gatherings and stuff. There was one of my cousins is a teacher, and his wife is a nurse. So he is extremely aware and knowledgeable about what's happening. And he said he pulled up to a park for something. I think it was to maybe take one of his dogs out or something. And there was just because he was expecting it to be empty. And there was just people gathering, the kids playing on the playgrounds. And he just he's like, I wanted to run up to them so bad and be like, you guys are fucking assholes.
You are the problem.
And then just, the Spring Breakers, which the kid who was on every single news thing where he's just like, if I get it, I don't care. He actually has come out and was like, yeah, I'm a dumbass. I'm sorry. So at least at a minimum, at least some people are realizing, yeah, you guys were stupid. Yeah, just stay home. All right. Enough Corona news until Ralph gets on, because whatever he's running late because he was working. He probably has something related to that, if I had to guess. So, have you watched the latest My Hero stuff?
I'm sorry. What? What's Diggy?
My Hero Academia, Gentle.
Oh, no. I'm waiting for the dub, and the dub is cut off right now. I've been, seeing little screenshots and stuff, but no, I need that dub because that dub is amazing.
All right. I did watch. They released a music video of the concert.
Oh yeah, that looks super good.
The song is catchy as shit, and it's sung in English, even in Japanese. Yeah. And whoo. Yeah, I listen to the song and I'm like, this song has no right being this good for just a random shonen anime. It's really
They knew they had to kill it for that one.
It was pretty darn good. But I need to watch the Gentle fight because apparently, and BG were here, he'd be like, "You plebeians, you didn't know the glory of Gentle." People are getting on the Gentle bandwagon because of the fight.
Finally.
So I haven't watched the fight yet. I need to. Just because it is just in general, even in the manga, is one of my favorite fights. So did you pick up Doom or Animal Crossing? Well, you probably didn't play not Doom. Oh, dude, neither. Animal Crossing, man. Oh boy, it has me by the balls.
And I know that it will for me too. I know what to stay away from for my own sake. I know that's going to be one of them. And I don't want that.
So would you be a time traveler? Because
what do you mean?
What the game is supposed to do is you do whatever you're supposed to do for that day and put it down. The game is meant to be put down and then picked up the next day.
Oh, you mean like, okay, I finished all my gardening and fishing and stuff. Now I'm going to sit here and just move ahead 8 hours. Absolutely.
Exactly. Okay.
Absolutely. Dude, do you know what 2 of my days were for this quarantine?
Hmm.
One of them was me my little brother, as you know, is trudging through all of Kingdom Hearts. He's on 3 right now, which is that's a whole nother because he has so many questions. I have to sit there and just go, look, I have some answers and some answers I don't have. So if I don't answer something, I'm either gonna say "oh" or that's some spoiler stuff. And there's been a lot more "oh" than there has been spoiler stuff.
Either I'm gonna say "oh" or I'm gonna pull out a Bible.
Kingdom Hearts, but what was I talking about?
Things you're doing during quarantine.
Yeah. So him playing Birth by Sleep. Because he was like, Birth by Sleep is really, really good. I was like, it's the best fighting system in all of Kingdom Hearts. I was like, I want to play it now. Because he was playing it, he's like, he's just trying to get through it, and then he's gonna go back and fight the final bosses and stuff. So he was just like, let me peek my head in on this secret boss with Aqua, and he got like 2 shots. He was like, ooh yeah, I need to level up big time. Mm-hmm. So like, I don't think I ever beat that one.
Really?
So I just went, yeah. I don't know what it was. I know exactly what it was. It's so hard to level up in that game. So I think I just went, screw it. But me as an insane person, now I went, okay, go into this room, fire burst, leave the room. Go into this room, fire burst, leave the room. Over and over and over. I sat there for 13 hours doing that. Legit. That was one of my days, just going from level 49 to 99. I watched Epo while I was doing that, and I also watched some of Keep Your Hands Off of whatever that show is. It's really good. I really like that, and a couple other shows, so that kept me entertained. But it was just boom, triangle, leave, triangle, leave, over and over and over again. So I know that I would be one of those people, and I don't want to be one of those people. I'm going to stay away from Animal Crossing for my own sake.
I gotta say, too, I didn't realize how far, like, your island can progress. So, like, I'm in, what is this, day 5? Because I was a day late. So I'm like, day 5, it'll be day 6 tomorrow. And, it's like I'm getting some villagers moving in, like things I'm doing I'm advancing some things. I see a tweet today of someone was just like, man, I thought I was making good progress. And it shows that like some person, like a Japanese player that put out a tweet, and he has like streets, power poles. It's like completely urbanized. I'm like, holy shit, you can do that? Paved roads, like, whoa.
Oh, see? No.
It's like, you are so a fucking time traveler. That is not happening in a normal playthrough. Oh. Yeah, the game is super fun. I am
I have been doing. Oh, go ahead.
I was like, I am 2 days away from Isabelle.
That's what I have been drinking up the Isabelle content. I'll just go through Twitter and just search Isabelle and just, scroll through the stuff that I don't want to see. Y'all need to chill that out, people on Twitter. But the stuff that I do want to see, I'm like, this is fantastic. I love all of this. People are getting all this Isabelle bandwagon that I've been on since day 1. Day 1.
That's not
day
1 of Smash.
Not even of Smash. But no, I'm very happy seeing all this Isabelle stuff because people are like, I finally got Isabelle. Like, yeah, good for you. There's a lot of people like that.
I am one of my favorite things because obviously is the Doom Animal Crossing memes. I think I retweeted it, but it was like a source maker animation where at the beginning of it is you see Isabelle like jumping in the air happily, and then it pans down and it's the Doom Slayer like tossing her in the air, and then all of a sudden metal music starts playing, a horde of demons start showing up, like Isabelle seems like shocked and like looks back at the Doom Slayer, and then in her speech a text bubble comes up and it just says rip and tear. And then he throws her up, gets the shotgun out. She lands on his shoulder, and then decks a fucking demon's head off. So, oh man, and that just on that other note, just from my experience, Doom Eternal is super fucking good. Like they took everything from Doom 2016 and combed it with the finest comb that you could possibly imagine. It was just polish on the old system. Movement is so damn fluid. Like the best way I can describe the game, I finally kind of figured it out. It is a hack and slash game in the skin of a first person shooter. How the game feels as far as like how the levels are like super linear with like secrets here and there that like you have to go off the beaten path, a la Devil May Cry. And then you'll get to certain areas that are blocked off and are like an arena, and you have to kill all the demons there before you can progress. So just like kind of in form and structure, it's a hack and slash game. But your power-ups and then obviously the gameplay and stuff like that, your new power-ups and abilities are new guns. And then you'll get certain tech and stuff as the game progresses, and then you unlock different modifications for your guns, as well as some different abilities here and there. Yeah, I love Doom. And then, gameplay aside, oh man, that soundtrack. There's a song in the last game, which everyone kind of points to as like their favorite song, which is BFG Division. There's a song in this game called BFG 10,000, and it fucking hits hard. I'm progressing through the game, just loving the soundtrack, but then I'm like looking through like YouTube playlists, and I see BFG 10,000, and I start playing it, and I'm like, oh my god, when is this in the game? I need to slay demons to this. Yeah, and it's weird, like just both games are kind of satisfying, different things. If I'm just like so pissed off and just like need to vent some anger about, this, the situation, COVID, what have you, I go to Doom. When I just need to relax, I go to Animal Crossing. It's nice. It's a nice little dichotomy.
Mm-hmm. No, I dig it.
Also,
today,
go ahead.
Today, the Borderlands 3, another DLC came out, and I'm like, I want to play that, but then I'm like, I got stuff to do. And then tomorrow, One Piece Pirate Warriors 4 comes out. And then next week, Persona 5 comes out. And had it not been for a big delay, the Fairy Tail RPG game would have came out. All in March, all during this isolation thing. This would have been terrible. So now I just gotta go like, okay, One Piece, Persona, and then the next day is gonna be like One Piece and then Persona in the same day, over and over and over again until one of them gets beaten. Can't wait. Looks great. It's gonna suck.
I forgot about Persona. And here's the problem with me too. As I was waiting for Doom and Animal Crossing, I started playthroughs of Critical Mode for Kingdom Hearts 3, and another playthrough of Chrono Trigger, which I've not played in like over a decade, and I was extremely enjoying that. Fuck Critical Mode. I have died. Yeah. I died more times in the first hour than I did my entire damn playthrough on Standard.
Yeah, I knew that it was going to be balls when it was just like, okay, here's that beginning tutorial boss. Oh, I died 3 times? What? It's like, okay, y'all ain't playing.
So what is killing me the most right now is in the Tangled world, the puffballs that fire the needles out of their head.
Oh, yeah.
You just get touched and then you just get trapped in a death loop. I'm like, oh, cool. Oh, my save point wasn't, it was only like 15 minutes ago. Well, have to fight all these guys again. Critical Mode is tough. It is very tough. And I keep going back and forth in my mind. I'm like, do I want to like trudge through this and then fight the secret boss in Critical Mode? Or do I just want to do Remind and Standard and just get it over with?
Dude, I have to assume that secret boss in Critical Mode is gotta be like frame perfect crap.
So what you're telling me is standard.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I might do that over the weekend. Just not trudge, but just blast through the Remind DLC. The other thing that I've been playing before that, which I don't think I talked about, was Pokemon. I got Sword. And what really got me back into the Pokemon kick was the Home app. So I download it, and like, okay, transfer all my Pokemon from the Pokemon Bank to Pokemon Home, and then, we'll go from there. And once I transfer them over and I look at the Pokedex in Pokemon Home, there were holes. In my OCD mind.
Oh, no. This can't happen.
Exactly.
I
was like, fuck. So I go back to Sun, and I have Pokemon Sun, and then I went further back to X, and I don't think I had to play. I don't think I had to play Omega Sapphire or Omega Ruby. But I went back and basically filled all the holes that I could through all those games, completed the Pokedex in Sun because I hadn't done that yet, and then, because again, I'm a stupid completionist whore, also went and bought Ultra Moon so I could get all the ones that were in that version exclusively. And then, once I filled it, I got all but the, a couple, was there two? There's 2 event legendaries that were in Sun and Moon. And I found this lovely Reddit called Pokemon Exchange, where you can buy event legendaries. Legit event legendaries. eBay, it's probably hacked. But in this site, they have proof of being an actual Pokemon. So, got the 2 event legendaries that I was missing.
My goodness. They're making it too easy.
Hey. Well, no, like, I gotta say, like, the people that are on this site, I gotta respect them. They're enterprising. They just have I think DSs were region locked. They went out, bought DSs per certain region, and then would get multiple copies of the game just to get these event legendaries. Or they would, like, during that same month, like, play up to the point where they could get the event legendary, reset the game. I don't know if it's per game or what how Nintendo tracked that, but basically they invested the effort to collect as many of these things as they could. And you know what? Fine, I'll reward that, just so I could have mine.
How much, Mike?
It was $8 per.
So that's not bad.
Yeah. It's not egregious. Like, I think they get pricier if it's like someone actually got a shiny, or like specific, like if people are like really hunting for IVs and like certain natures and the like really, really in-depth Pokemon crap. Like that'll be pricier, but like just for run-of-the-mill ones, yeah. Then played through Sword, and I actually got the Shield Legendary via there's a trading in Pokemon Home. I just threw up some regular legendaries for trade. I'm like, hey, I want this one. And somebody bit. So I'm like, cool. it's like someone I had extra of. So I am, until the DLC for Sword and Shield come out, I have completed the Pokedex again.
And someone cares out there. Somebody's clapping.
It's me, and that's all that matters. There we go. Cell 5. Yay. That's really as far as games. I mean, right now it's Animal Crossing and Doom, but I forgot that Persona was coming out.
Yeah, that's going to be a rough one.
I might just take a staycation for a few days from work just to...
I was thinking the same thing for One Piece, but they were like, no, it's way too big. You gotta have a legit emergency. And I haven't been pulling the "hey, my mom died" card too much, so I think I can squeeze a little bit out of that if I need to.
It's so bad.
She would have wanted it like this.
Oh boy.
I assume.
Oh boy. Oh. But I was actually supposed to go on vacation this week. I should now.
What happened? What happened? Why aren't you?
I don't know. I should be in Florida right now. It's strange. It's gonna be in Star Wars land, building my own lightsaber today. It was gonna be great. Completely paying the overpriced cost because I'm a fucking nerd.
That sounds about right.
Hey!
I am here. Hello, everybody. It's been a while.
From the front lines, we
Literally,
thanked you for your service at the beginning of this podcast.
I am the essential.
I am the essential.
And it's not I am inevitable, I am essential.
Yeah. And the snap works reverse, unfortunately. So we've been talking games that we've been playing, obviously, Animal Crossing, Doom, what have you. So what are you playing right now in these trying times?
A job. That's fucking it, man. Legit. Oh my god. If I'm not at work, I'm home deflating from work just because the volume of customers coming through has died down, but the fallout has not. And things are now changing at a rapid pace because of the massive demand could not be met by supply, and now supply is attempting to meet a demand that is no longer there. Prices are going up, and there's just a lot. There's a lot that has to be dealt with now. You guys are going to start seeing a lot of fallout from this stuff real soon.
Ooh.
So if you buy your own meat to cook with, expect that shit to double in price.
Alrighty.
Meat, produce, grocery items. Shop now because the prices are only going to go up.
Cool. So what are you doing to deflate, I guess was what I was trying to get across.
I've been editing.
Oh, okay.
A couple birthday projects. That's all I've been working on. But
all right.
Just editing.
Okay. So you apparently had a story.
Oh no, this is a pure non-podcast story. But it's a story nonetheless.
Okay, that is fine. So, with that, let's see. We got some news. Have you watched
Can I take a step back with
Oh.
The Covia thing?
Yep.
Covia is that? It's not Covia. It's
COVID.
COVID.
Corona and
COVID-19.
COVID you combined.
Okay, Covia is it's a place that we take calls from, so that's why I got it confused.
Ah.
I hate that. I hate Covia. Corona. Can I take it back? The Olympics got postponed till next year,
Mm-hmm.
and people were like, "Okay, Olympics got postponed. That makes sense." Then it was who was the person that made the announcement was the problem. Did you guys have you guys seen who made the announcement?
No.
No.
It was a gentleman by the name of Dick Pound. It was I was sitting at work just crying with laughter. People were killing me.
I don't blame them.
It's so perfect.
We thought about this decision long and hard.
Ooh.
Dick Pound. They couldn't have
name,
put
low
Richard, like...
People just don't.
The parents, like, when they named him, they're like, no. It's not Richard. Dick needs to be on the birth certificate. It has to be.
No half measures here. Dick Pound is either all in or all out. Would like to get a second opinion from Dick's colleague, Mike Crotch. It's just so many. And I was just sitting there just crying.
God, wow.
Okay.
Sometimes life is just perfect.
It is.
Actually, just because the first thing I thought, I'm like, that sounds like a stupid wrestler name. Did WrestleMania happen already, or is it?
It is next week or the week after.
Okay. They're going through with it with no audience.
Zero. It's gonna be these shows have been really really weird, but WrestleMania is gonna be the weirdest because it's for the since like 20 it's been a huge 50,000-60,000 people arenas. Now it's just gonna be with literal maybe 100 people because they say that it's gonna be friends and family. So you're going like 50 to 100 people, like sad little pyro going off. There's going to be no battle royale. There's not going to be any matches with more than like 5 or 6 people. Rey Mysterio and another wrestler has already been taken out because they got sick and they were like, we don't know if this is Corona. Y'all take a step back. So y'all out the WrestleMania.
See, that's.
Yeah.
I feel like if one wrestler has it.
Oh, it's a Rip City.
Yeah, you have
Pack
to
it up.
You have to shut it down.
Oh, and also, it's not even going to be just Sunday. It's going to be Saturday and Sunday.
Oh yeah, it's a 2-day event. I remember reading that.
2 days. That's nuts. And they're already just announcing just throwaway matches because it's this they gotta be hurting because now you gotta pay the wrestlers for WrestleMania money. You gotta refund everything that all the people are coming through. Merchandise. You gotta pack all that stuff up. All the big signs and stuff, all the equipment, just everything. They gotta be taking a huge hit on this.
Yeah.
Oh, without a doubt, hands down.
And I feel like too, just like I've seen a few snippets here and there, but I have to feel like the performance suffers because like there's gotta be like some of these wrestlers definitely feed off the crowd.
Yeah, you gotta feel it from the crowd, and if you're not doing that, Bray Wyatt's killing it right now as the Fiend, and Bray Wyatt is sort of like a children's TV show sort of host, and he had a confrontation with John Cena because he's having a match with him on WrestleMania, and he's just like, you don't understand the Fiend. The Fiend is something different. You don't want no part of this. This is your chance to walk out, and the silence helps that. But when Edge comes out and just like, Randy, you just tried to murder me and you RKO'd my wife. That's not cool. And there's no crowd or anything. And it's like Edge's second or third appearance coming back and wrestling and stuff. And there's nothing. When everybody should be going nuts over him. It's just very, very odd. And I would honestly just prefer nothing at this point. I understand that they're like, the show must go on. Freaking Owen died and everyone's like, get on out there for that next match. Show must go on, and they're probably like, we need to entertain these people in these trying times, but at the same time, it's just really, really awkward.
Mm-hmm. The XFL is having a huge sale. Can't imagine why.
Oh, what bad timing for Vince. It was doing pretty well, too.
Mm-hmm.
And then they just got to pack that right up, put it back in them trucks.
Oh, yeah.
Man, just got off the ground. What happened? Throw this whole year away.
2020 is a literal dumpster fire of it.
Once we finish with 2020, we should just be like, all right, roll it back. This is the new 2020. That one ain't even happened.
Let's face it. It's been a wild 5-6 years. It's just been a downward. I was gonna say spiral. It hasn't even been that gradual. This has been a vertical drop since like 2011, 2012.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The balls in the side, yeah. Oh my god. We've just been screaming on the way down this entire time.
Yeah. It's like just with how slow the descent is, it's like the escalator ride, except we're going down and just
Honestly, not wrong.
In other news, some fun news, funny news, I should say. So the Project Dreams people have been making a whole bunch of shit in it. Last week, somebody released a recreation of Super Mario Bros. Like a 3D Mario game in Project Dreams, and almost immediately Nintendo was like, "Nah, cease and desist.
thank-
Get that shit off of PlayStation."
No.
Because they used assets that were basically Mario assets. And the guy's like, okay, I'm going to try and recreate this without using Mario things. We'll see how that goes. It's like, ooh. Nintendo was just like, no, not today. This ain't happening. The Xbox Series X, Microsoft got hacked, and the graphics source code for the Xbox Series X got stolen.
Oh.
And the people who stole it are now ransoming it for $100 million. Which is just nuts. Never heard of anything like that before.
What are they doing?
I mean, don't worry. That money would probably help the economy if it was put back into it for about roughly 200 milliseconds.
Yeah.
It's a tiny little bump.
Yeah.
In negative news, for those that were paying attention to the saga that was GameStop over the last 2 weeks, oh boy, they were claiming that they were an essential business just because they were selling entertainment for people that were going into quarantine. That was bullshit.
Yeah.
There was also, excuse me, burping a lot. I need to get this YouTuber's name, but there's this guy, Southern gentleman, who's basically waging a one-man war against GameStop, and he was posting a bunch of different videos, you know, just about like some of their practices and that. And someone he had a contact, he managed to get into a corporate call.
Oh.
With
I saw that.
managers and basically the guy who led all the stores, all of them.
Oh.
And basically all
It
these go ahead.
It is legit disgusting.
Yeah. And
If I were bigger into games, I would just be like, I don't even want to play games anymore. It is legitimately disgusting.
or just buy games physically.
Anything that may support them in iota.
They basically, all these, you know, store managers were bringing up things, very legitimate concerns of like, people are coming in trading in grody controllers. They don't clean them. We don't have cleaning supplies. My employees are frankly scared, especially with the midnight releases that we're supposed to be doing and what have you. And the managers gave back so much corporate jargon. The phrase, "we are taking this day by day," was uttered at a minimum 50 times. And just
My goodness.
so much of just corporate bullshit and just
As someone who worked for GameStop can confirm, the company does not care. They don't.
yeah.
They never have.
And they finally, I think, after Friday, of course, when Doom and Animal Crossing
the two biggest releases of the quarter.
Yeah, they decided Camelot 331 is the YouTuber. They decided to do only curbside pickup for games and close people coming into the store. I don't know if they've actually closed stores entirely at this point, but yeah, GameStop, really shitty look. And that's actually some of the things. Some of the employees were just like, so we are getting flamed hardcore online. What are you going to do about the PR image? And we're taking this day by day. Just corporate jargon.
Oh yeah, because they don't have the answer. None of these people do.
Yeah.
They have literally no idea how to handle this.
And
At a certain point, it was just like, just try to wipe off your stores a little bit more. We don't have any cleaning supplies. Well, just go out and get it, and you can expense it to us or whatever.
yeah. Well, I mean, people are saying what to do. It's just nobody's fucking doing it, which I said at the beginning of this podcast, stay the fuck home. If you can.
Yeah.
Obviously. Oh, yeah. I forgot about this. This is making me angry again. Hobby Lobby. Do you guys see that?
Yes.
DA, do you know about this?
Mm-hmm.
So, for those that are listening, the owner of Hobby Lobby was defying, in some case, governor orders to say, hey, stay at home, because his wife apparently had a vision from God that they would get through this.
Yeah.
BG is on the chat right now. That's the legit reason. If the Almighty tells you, or is that you?
That's me.
Okay, keep it open. You do it. Yeah, just stay the fuck home if you can. The other bit of news, which actually just happened today, fucking Nintendo just sneaked in a little Nintendo Direct today.
Oh.
Nobody knew it was happening. It was just like, hey, here's a bit of news. Main tidbits that I can recall. They showed off a little bit more of Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. I can't talk. Definitive Edition. Thank you. Slated for May, but at the beginning of the broadcast, they're like, many of these dates are subject to change. It's like,
we're taking it day by day.
Yeah. They showed off a bit of Bravely Default 2, which definitely has some holy Octopath Traveler feels, which I may pick up the game now. A few other smaller games. I don't know if it was an indie game or not, but the game called Good Work actually looks kind of fun. You're basically like, you're working for your father's company and you're like working your way up the corporate ladder, and you're like doing, it's kind of like Animal Crossing, but corporate is the best way I can describe it.
Interesting.
And you can like solve certain things by being super careful, like where it's like, oh, there's this generator over here that we need to bring to the opposite side of the office, and you can either, just drag this generator very carefully, and it's cartoony, or you can slingshot it through walls. And there's like a number value saying how much in damage that you did accomplishing this task.
Oh. That sounds interesting.
Yeah, it looks fun. Fuck. I'm drawing a blank on a couple of other things. There's a game that's coming out called like Ninjaja, which basically looks like Ninja Splatoon. Up to the aesthetics, like the game looks like Splatoon, but it's ninjas. They announced that the new Smash Bros. Character DLC would be coming from. They didn't announce the character, but it's going to be a character from ARMS, which makes sense. Nintendo property. No, not a shocker to me at all. Apparently, people are pissed. I did not know this.
I've seen a lot of people that played it about it. They go, it's boring, it's safe. It is, but it's also kind of interesting and it's expected, and it can yield some good stuff. People are calling for that one black big booty chick, and I'm like, I dig it.
Yeah, I would. Twintel is the best character in that game.
So I think if you get dumb main character, dumb main girl, that's when people are gonna get a little bit angry. But if they get big booty black chick, they're gonna be like, all right, you got it, Nintendo.
I will say, if it is Springman, and that will prove that Assist Trophy can get upgraded to character, Waluigi fervor is gonna go through the fucking roof. because Springman is an assist trophy right now. Ribbon Girl is not. So to me, the two most likely are either Ribbon Girl or Twintel in my head. Then there's some more info about the DLC for Pokemon. The BioShock collection is coming to Switch. The Borderlands collection is coming to Switch, which I immediately thought of you.
Very interesting.
I'm assuming you're going to pick it up at some point. Just replay
You
it
would be
again.
correct.
Yes. And then XCOM was the other game. That was the XCOM collection. XCOM 2 collection was going to be coming. Couple of other random small titles. Star Wars Jedi Outcast, which I love that game. I replayed, Academy. Outcast already came out, and I replayed that, and I'll probably replay Academy. As well as just a bunch of other small indie games and other small titles. I think that was most of the important things that I'm recalling off the top of my head. Yeah, it was a nice little surprise. The one thing I wanted to say, like, I think one of the big reasons too that we didn't get a third-party character was, there was an interview either a week ago or the week before that was from Famitsu, so it was translated from Japanese. So obviously there's some inconsistencies with Sakurai. And he basically was saying that some characters are delayed right now because they were supposed to have meetings with the companies that own said third-party characters to finalize details, movesets, what have you, and they can't do that right now because of COVID. So to me, it makes, especially with because I could fully see, hey, maybe they did have a third-party character slated first, but this shit happened, and they're like, okay, let's do something we can get out as quickly as possible. So that's why they went first party. So I can see that. I can see that being a case. Oh, actually, another thing in Nintendo controversy, people are actually pissed at Animal Crossing. I forgot about this.
Oh? Is it the update?
No. It is two things. One is the lack of cloud save, which they actually have reasoning behind it. Is to prevent cheating. Just because of how Animal Crossing saves work. And two, the fact that a Animal Crossing saved is tied to a Switch and not an account.
Yeah, that's why I can't play the game. That's why
so
I can't play the game.
whoever plays the game first on your Switch, whatever account plays the game first, is the main islander, is like the mayor, essentially, of your island.
That's some BS.
And then whoever plays it after, or when another account starts playing the game, they move to your island and can't do as many things as the main villager.
Yeah.
And plus, you need to advance the storyline in order for them to advance as well.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So
that's garbage.
People are super pissed about that. I think it's something that should be patched for sure. I am willing to give the benefit of the doubt as far as, like, they delayed the crap out of this game for saying they wanted polish and wanted to do things. Yeah. And, like, just being from the development world, I have a little empathy, I guess. To where they may have tried to add it and shit just went wrong. So if people voice enough concern that's saying, hey, we want this, it might come down the pipeline. So I don't think the complaints are like, oh, people are just being bitchy. No, it's a valid fucking complaint. And as long as it actually generates enough noise to Nintendo, it might come later. But yeah, just the fact that there's definitely reasons why that's not in it. It definitely should be tied to account. But, you know, we probably won't hear the reasons at all, and who knows, it might never get fixed. But yeah, that is something that has been happening, and it's not as much of a problem for me, just because, and for my roommates, my buddy Brady has Animal Crossing as well, but we all have our own Switches, so it works in that regard. But like one thing that I saw a guy online where it's just like, I started the game, But then my son, and I'm like, ooh, okay, right there. That's the big thing.
Yep.
Like actual families that, it's like a dad actually enjoyed the game when he was younger, and then he wants his son to play it. It's like, oh, well, your son's gonna get a neutered experience. That's bullshit.
Yeah, it's not a good thing to do.
Yeah. So who knows if that'll be fixed, but we shall see. So I was actually telling before you got on, Ralph, I started critical mode. And boy, am I kidding.
I have also started critical.
I'm getting destroyed.
Just getting through Hercules was a struggle.
Hercules was okay. I died a few times. Did I? I did not die to the Titans, I think. I may have died once to the Titans. Specifically the final boss. I'm getting destroyed and tangled right now.
Yeah, I believe that.
Utterly destroyed. The pollen plants that can shoot spines out of their heads. You get touched, you're dead.
Yeah. Oh, I believe that.
I will say, having experienced this now, I know, well, granted, if this happens, I know for a fact that at the next AGDQ that happens where there's not a fucking pandemic going around, that there's going to be a speed run of KH3 critical mode, probably level 1 critical mode, and just seeing what these guys can do in this game. Where I'm just going to be like, fuck, I was there for 14 hours. I was on one world for that long, just dying.
Yep.
Yeah, one of the things I'm doing right now is going back and watching some of the playthroughs that I missed from AGDQ. And, just some of the stuff. I forgot. We haven't mentioned in the podcast where I won some raffles from AGDQ.
Ah, yes, you did.
And just because I entered so many different things of shit that I was interested in, and by sheer fucking coincidence, all the prizes that I won were Zelda related.
Disgusting.
It is.
Because like there's a lot of cool Pokemon stuff, a lot of cool Final Fantasy stuff, a lot of cool Mario stuff that I entered for, and obviously everything Zelda I entered for. But I entered for all that other stuff too, and yep, they knew. So we shall. I'm curious how like mailing of that's going to happen with. There's so many questions I have just with like normal things, where it's like, oh, I wonder how that's going to work.
Yeah, crap you don't even have to think about.
Mm-hmm.
Now all of a sudden it's just,
I will say, for non-food things, just because if you go on Amazon for food-related product, it's a month out for Prime.
Mm-hmm.
But even like certain like technological things, like I've been slowly but surely, I actually got the last bit of it yesterday. Acquiring stuff, which actually this will be news to you, DA. To play D&D remotely.
oh, sick.
And tested some stuff out actually with Amber and with Ralph, and it is very possible. Have a setup that I think is going to work for both my current campaign with my roommates as well as my other friends, and you guys. Even more so for you guys, because I won't have to worry about feedback audio from speakers. So this that kind of stuff actually is pretty darn accessible. I also do gotta say, if you are looking for like specifically computer related things, look at Office Depot. I managed to snag some webcams cheaper than normal price. They had a sale, and I got them next day.
Huh.
Amazon did not have any of this webcam in stock. They were like double priced, and it would have been like 2 weeks for me to get them. So
yeah, that was my problem with my headphones for work. I'm just like, yep, Amazon got me 2 days. We in, we out. Oh,
it took me a week.
April.
Yep.
So yeah, look for like computer things. Check out Office Depot. Granted, this was 3 or 4 days ago, which is a lot of time and these times. But it seemed to work for me. But yeah, like some of these like different delivery services and that, like, boy, what a time for them. As terrible as that is to say, you have to wonder how much worse things would be without like Amazon.
Yeah, definitely. Something like this happening in like the 50s or the 60s, that'd be like, ugh.
Yeah.
Even though it's spreading mad fast, it'd be spreading way faster.
Yeah. And like certain grocery stores have curbside pickup and what have you. Actually, I need to go do that coming up here this weekend. Mostly just for getting random little things that I enjoy while I can. So, actually, here's the thing. I gotta say, I've been picking up a lot of cereal just because, it lasts for months. And when I haven't really eaten cereal in like 4 years. And one thing that I'm really, really liking, Eggo cereal.
Eggo cereal is the hypest. It's so good. Did you get the regular or the blueberries?
I'm a regular guy.
Okay, that's cool too.
I don't like fruit.
Yeah, they're really, really good. They're really good, especially if you don't like the normal waffle crisps, because waffle crisps are very, very syrupy and very, very cinnamony. That one's a lot milder, and it sort of like soaks in with the milk. It's a really, really good cereal.
Even without milk, because I don't drink milk. Like it tastes. It tastes pretty darn close to an Eggo waffle.
Absolutely. I love me some dry cereal. I got like 2 boxes over there just dry when I just snack on something better than just like eating a bag of chips or a big old thing of Reese's. Just like and those are one of my go-tos because they're so freaking good.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be picking up more of those. I got that. I got some Oreos, Lucky Charms, Rice Krispies. I need to get my roommate. I probably walked past these and I didn't know this. So there's Rice Krispie cereal, but there's also Rice Krispie treat cereal.
Rice Krispie treat cereals are the worst. They suck now. They used to be amazing, but they changed the flavor, they changed the style, and it's terrible now. It used to be like legit. They baked some Rice Krispie treats, and they were just these big old clusters that was just in the cereal. You had to break it up like an old prospector, but now they just suck. They're terrible now. I hate them. It's the worst.
I'm gonna try them.
Dude, it's so bad. It don't even taste like it anymore.
I'm gonna be getting some ones that I actually want to try that are good, and I think I'm gonna get some that like I know are probably gonna be bad, like the Sour Patch ones. I'm gonna get them.
Dude.
I'm gonna try and live a little.
Dude. You're gonna be wasting your money, and they're either gonna be sitting there or you're just gonna like slowly and sadly throw them away. Because dude, those are terrible. They're not even good dry. That is a bad cereal.
Oh, well, I'll make my roommates eat them too, so it's okay. It's gonna be a family experiment here. But yeah, just like a lot of these services that exist right now, I'm glad they're here, I guess is what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. With that though, unless anybody else has anything to say, I think we will wrap this episode up.
I'm really mad about the Razzies because they just memed us out and it was just like cats, stuff that didn't even deserve it. Worst main actress was the white cat. She did a fine job. She's nowhere near deserving of that. Worst supporting actress was Dame Judi Dench. Absolutely not. She looked like she was trying. It was just for the meme, just like, oh, we all know Cat's bad, so let's give everything to Cat. Nah, screw that. I didn't like it.
I would say worst supporting actress would be whoever played Judi Dench's legs in that one scene.
Shut up, Mike.
You know I'm right.
15 facts about dreams.
Okay.
Go ahead, Ralph.
15 facts. Let's go with lucky number 13.
Oh. If you're unsure of whether you're dreaming, try reading something. The vast majority of people are incapable of reading in their dreams. The same goes for clocks. Each time you look at a clock, it will tell a different time according to lucid dreamers.
I
Interesting.
can both tell time and read in my dreams.
I cannot read in my dreams. I've never been able to. It will always just look like a jumble of like symbols. I'm just like, well, I guess I'm just stupid.
Nope.
Sorry,
The clocks thing that got me.
In my head, just as you start speaking, I can't read. Oh.
Oh, I guess I just lost the ability to read tonight. Okay. I remember just like taking tests, just like I got nothing. What are the and everybody else around me is just like really. It's like the Naruto Chunin exams where everybody's just like yeah, and I'm just sitting there like I gotta get out of here with my guts. We don't need no stinking test.
Oh boy! All right, with that. Thank you, everybody, for tuning into this episode of the Podcast of Stuff. Stay safe out there. Stay healthy. We'll get through this. We will see you next week.
Later.